Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you guys doing? It's Labor Day weekend. Oh, I forgot to do this. Yeah. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg.
Stupid.
Damn it, I'm getting good at this.
Your new
producing
toy.
stuff. If only I'd done that, like...
I don't think you could on your other one, could you?
No, there was no such thing as doing that free edit, especially me knowing what the fuck it says up there. And I still need glasses, because that's... Can you see those?
You can see the colors.
You
What
can see the
buttons?
colors. Yeah, there's little
buttons?
labels underneath everything. So
Well,
we
I
got it.
can't-
We're
I can't see
going
them.
through a
They're-
new setup here at the Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. We've got a new Roadcaster, a new ATEM setup, and I'm scared of it all.
And I'm scared of it all.
But I
because
figured out it just takes time, right?
obsessed.
ALW, what's going on? Ruben, what's happening? Hope you guys are having a great weekend or Friday night so far.
Yeah.
Hope you
Pretty
guys
people
get a
are in the
long weekend.
house.
You know, so that's kind of what we're just kicking everything off tonight. Have some drinks,
Drinks.
multiple rounds of Mexican food.
Yeah, we're what did I call it? We're I just had it a minute ago. There was a name for it. I was like, it's not staggered eating, but we're staggered eating.
I don't remember what it's called.
Neither can I.
Like where you eat, like you graze basically.
Yeah,
So
but there's
I grazed on 2 tacos before we did the show, and then I'm gonna graze on a burrito afterwards.
yes. She's about to be a punching geez,
Drinking
can't even-
some spotted cow.
what's that?
I don't know.
She's about to be a punching bag because she's annoying.
Oh, domestic Deborah? No, I just wanted her to have a little.
she's not gonna be here long.
She
She's
hasn't
gonna.
been on scene in a while, so I
She's
was like,
encroaching on my space.
why not just put her right in, just the head of her,
Just the head.
just the head,
Is that kind of like just
because
the
we're gonna
tip?
be changing up your shit here pretty quick here.
Yeah.
And
take some stuff down that's been up for a while.
yeah, mix it up a little.
Yeah.
bit. Mix it up.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Get
nothing
some
wrong
more
with that.
Legos. Build some more things.
Jesus Christ, Legos.
Where are my Legos? Oh, there.
Right there. Oh, we forgot to turn on your little salt lamp so you don't get all the negativity from me.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
It happens. Or whatever.
what a Wisconsin
spotted-
local beer. Okay.
Spotted cows.
Wisconsin.
Nice. Awesome.
We had good bourbon from Wisconsin.
Yeah, we drank it all too.
I would say you and
Is there
Travis.
any left?
No, you guys drank it all. You drank both of those bottles.
There's 2 bottles.
And I
over
only had
couple
like a
weekends.
couple glasses from each
You
of
know-
them. Bastards.
You don't. Well, you had enough.
No,
You had your fair share.
no, I didn't.
No,
No, especially since they were mine.
I don't know.
Mm,
What are you gonna do?
yeah. Got some more somehow.
We know. ALW, are you in Wisconsin by
I don't think you
chance?
can ship bourbon.
I don't think you can. You can pack it in a box and just like super foam it and then send it.
And then they'll ask, "What's in the box?
What's it?
What's in the box?"
Allison, what's up? How you doing?
Allison.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask,
Yes.
since this is Labor Day weekend, have you labored enough this year?
What do we consider laboring?
Do you feel like you're
I mean, I put up with you a lot,
Oh,
so that's a labor in and of itself.
labor intensive?
Yes.
What do you think?
Fair share.
Yeah, you've
Put in
had your
40
fair
hours a
share of
week.
laboring.
Put in 40 hours a week, and then my second job now, getting shit ready for the podcast on the weekends. It's like a
Yeah.
whole other.
It's a few extra hours a week, right? That we weren't
Mhm.
anticipating. Which is good though.
The
I don't
shit
think
you
that's
drag me
I
into.
don't think that's a bad thing.
Okay,
I
she's
think it's
moving
cool.
now.
But-
Bye.
What's that? Oh. Beth ditched the bitch. She's like, "You're out, motherfucker. You're
Bye.
encroaching
You're encroaching.
my man's space."
I don't. It's not even about my man. It's about my space. Bitch, better move
TJ,
over.
what's happening? Hope you're having a good night. So we're talking about Labor Day, right? And if
She's
you-
Chicagoland area.
Chicago, okay, cool, right on.
And how does she get a local Wisconsin beer? I guess maybe they sell it at the liquor
It's
store.
kind of maybe it's kind of like it's certain. We'll have to
I
find
don't
out.
know.
There's one particular that we really dig.
No. She was saying because we asked. It's Wisconsin.
No, I know.
We asked her if she's in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
She said she's in the Chicagoland area. So one day, Greg and I are going to go to Chicago. We'll have to look you up.
It's not going to be this year.
Not going to be this year. Do you know rental cars are up 30% over last
We've
year?
got to go to New Hampshire for my nephew's wedding.
Ruben, I
and
only saw like the first
I think we're
sentence
going to be
of it.
driving my cousin's Hummer around that doesn't even
Why?
have doors on because fucking I don't want to spend $1,000 on a rental car. Not his Hummer. He's got the first Hummer. I can't tell which camera I'm on. He's got the first.
I
Hummer,
don't know.
like
Ruben,
a
where have you
H1.
been? We know that I don't know geography. I'm not embarrassed by it. We all have things we're not great at. Geography is mine.
Or reading.
Fuck you.
Just kidding.
I read a lot and I use big words now.
Spelling.
I spell well. And
You
even
do.
if I don't, I got spell check on my phone.
You use proper grammar as well. Spell well. I don't
What do you
spell
mean? Like
good.
I
You didn't say I spell good. You know what I mean? It could have gone sideways there on you if you'd used that good over well kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
nope, and I'm okay with that.
Emotional, damn it.
We're hitting buttons. You're so excited.
Well, thank you guys so much for
shit on there.
for tuning in tonight. What's up, Jess? Go out, the deal. Go out, check us out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Give us a like and subscribe. If you don't mind, smash the little like button out there.
I gotta change my stuff to live chat.
Do that. Yeah. Also in the 3 little rows up at the top, you'll see there's like the hamburgers, what they call it.
She's a grammar whore. Yes, I know that.
You can select it to live chat and you won't miss any. Sometimes it'll filter out.
It does, because sometimes I'll be before I knew that, I'd be like, well, I didn't see that. So
yeah, so
now I get all the good stuff.
Also check out the Castro files that we do on Saturdays. It's pretty fun.
It comes out on Sundays.
It's coming out. I'm sorry. Yeah, we record it on
Right.
Saturdays and it's coming out on Sundays. But it's totally, well, I don't want to say totally. It's pretty PG-13.
Yeah, we actually are pretty good. We don't.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of intentional.
Because we have a lot of friends who kids like that stuff.
Yeah. So we're
gotta-
trying to be cool about that. You know, we're not drinking a bunch of beers. We're drinking beers, but we're not. It's not our typical Wednesday, Friday show. So you know how that goes. But it's absolutely some stories that hopefully you get creeped out about. Maybe you learn a little bit something about some ghost stuff. Cheers, honey.
Cheers, babes. So they say that to not get lipstick on your can, your cup, your glass, you're supposed to lick it, and that keeps you from getting lipstick on it.
I don't believe any of that, and I don't think it matters. Does it matter?
Oh, it did work. Look, where I licked it, there's no lipstick. Where I didn't lick it, there's lipstick.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Proven it. It's no longer swag.
So again, my question to
Allison
you,
ventured into vodka. Are you drinking in mixed drinks, or are you drinking like a vodka seltzer?
Vodka tonics. Couple lines. Vodka and tonic, a couple lines.
They have those now. What's the blonde chick, Kelly? What's her name? She's in that flight attendant show. She was also in the show with the
Kaylee
nerds.
Cuoco.
Yeah, the vodka company she advertises for,
Can't think of it.
they now have cans. I don't know what they are.
I don't know.
GG!
So-
Vodka, lime, soda water, and
Yeah, so it's
three limes.
basically the
Oh,
same
nice.
thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
vodka tonic kind of thing. Yeah.
So I have, and I haven't tried it yet.
What's that?
Celine gave me that cucumber gin.
Oh yeah. You gotta
But
try
I probably should
Was
try
that little
sometime.
shot that she
Mhm.
got you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
She
enough
got
for
that
a
over.
drink.
She got that at the place right in front of us. Because
Don's and Ben's?
Yeah, Don's
Oh.
and Ben's. Because when I was there getting, I don't know, you told me to go over there because you're like, we need a smart local. And I'm like, yeah, but they never have shit I want. Right.
Babe, all you drink is Coors Light. Everybody has that.
Well, you wanted me to get like a bottle of some whiskey. You wanted me to get a bottle of whiskey. And I was like, anyway, long story short, there was these people that worked at the bank right next to it. I won't call them out.
Yeah.
But these ladies were over there and like, I want to try a flavored gin. I was like, they have all of these. They had like 7 or 8 different types
tried a
of
flavored gin. That'll be my first flavored gin
The
I've ever tried.
cucumber that's one I recommended to her.
So I know that like when I eat cucumber, it gives me indigestion.
It's not the same.
But supposedly it's the seeds. Like if you take the seeds out
Yeah, I
of
don't
your
think
cucumber,
it's
you
the
won't get
same thing,
indigestion.
Yeah.
So hopefully I won't. Oh, thanks, Gigi.
What?
She said this is a good color on me.
Oh, it
Thanks.
absolutely is.
So what do you got for us tonight?
We got all sorts of shit. But I want to go back real quick to
3
Labor Day.
pages. Why?
If you could do any job, and I know what you're going to say, what would you do?
What do you think I'm going to say?
You're going to say, I want to have a puppy retreat.
Well, either a doggy daycare.
Because you've labored so much this year.
Or a dog
you're
trainer.
23 years working
A dog
for the
trainer would
company.
be fun because then I get
Dog
to play
trainer.
with other people's. I mean, both of them suit me perfectly
You
because I
just
get to
got
play
bit
with
by a dog.
other
You don't
people.
know how to like introduce yourself to a dog.
You
I
know
think
what?
You need to be trained by
I
a dog
think
trainer.
I'm going to bite
become a
you
trainer.
here. And actually, the bite would have been much worse if I hadn't gone like that to let him smell me.
No, he literally ate your fucking finger.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't get infected. I didn't need stitches.
That's
It's
because of
healing
me.
just fine.
Thank you.
No, it's not
Dr.
because of
Greg
you.
MD.
I am the one that washed my hands with hands and soap. And
With hands and soap?
I mean, washed my hands with soap and got blood
I wash
everywhere.
my
I
hands
was
with
like,
soap and hands.
it's almost gone.
No, so
But no, that's what I would, something with dogs.
something with
Obviously.
dogs. I'm like, I don't know what I mean, I'm just trying to think of it. Like, you've labored. Labor's a relative. It's not like we're breaking fucking
No,
stones.
we're not.
And I don't want to be behind a computer all day either anymore. So what would I do?
Well, it's a question for you to answer, bro.
Right? I don't know the answer to it
Maybe.
yet.
So I started
So what's the
listening
answer
to
for you
this-
guys? What would you guys do if you could just be like, fuck it, I'm done. I'm going to do something different.
No, Ruben, it doesn't get upset when I eat pickles, but it's a different process. It's probably because they're fermented in
What?
vinegar. Pickles. I love pickles.
I don't know. It's one of those things you have to think about, right?
Might mark there too.
It's like,
Shut
what
up,
do you want to
Ruben.
do when you grow up? And it's like, no, well, we're growing up, and now it's like off to the fun fucking times. But don't hold yourself back too fucking long and just
I was thinking the other day, like, I can't even remember what I was like. I could do that part time when I retire, and I can't even remember. It was so exciting. I can't even remember what it was.
so. I don't want to wait anymore to retire.
Oh, I do remember. I was like, maybe
What
I could
is
go work part time at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit, though.
Now I get a good discount.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right? It really
I'm with
doesn't
Beth.
matter.
Obviously, dogs. Gigi
Right?
said.
Like that doesn't
Gigi and I are
matter.
going to go into business together. Something with dogs.
With something with
Something with
training dogs.
Something.
Create the new dog booty.
What's that?
The booty.
Oh, the boot.
The new boots. The new dog boots. Something like that.
They've been thought through. Oh no.
Probably.
Oh no.
But yeah, going and working a retail place, you'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you and fuck you.
For a while, it would have been baking, like owning a bakery.
We talked about that actually.
Yeah, but that requires early hours on both ends.
And then we grew up and we were like, no.
I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. to bake. Screw that shit.
Like, can we send that shit out on
I'll just
Pinterest
bake
or
for everybody that lives around us.
Okay. Is that a job? I mean, it's a passion.
It doesn't have to be a paying job in order for me to
So,
be labor intensive.
I'm
Starting a
interviewing.
dog food company? Oh, Allison, I'm jealous.
That would be it. I was thinking Mr. No Nuts.
You're back to your nuts.
Back to nuts because I've been allergic to peanuts for off and on for like my entire life. Right. And this.
There's been no off because you're too scared to try them. It's just been
No.
on.
Well, yeah. That's fair. Fair assessment. Right.
There's
But
no
I'm-
off.
I'm pretty good. And I was sitting in I think I've told this story a long time ago. And I was sitting
Allison, I
in a
love it.
meeting and one of the girls in the room was like, and Mr. No Nuts over here, we have to be careful that he doesn't have anything in cross contamination. I was like, what the fuck? Right.
There's a
And
bug flying around you.
Of course there is.
It might very well be a mosquito.
If it kills me, I'm sorry. But no, I was always like, that's a perfect name for like a completely clean plant,
Right.
like, I mean, facility of like no allergens. Dude,
What are you going to
niche-
make?
Niche market. You can make cookies. You could make, I think, chocolate chip cookies. Like that's
Yeah,
my-
because there aren't a million of those.
that is, but where it's certified no.
I'm pretty sure there's
allergens?
probably.
Come on.
You just don't see them in the grocery store because they don't do that well compared to all the
I
big
don't
guys.
know. Maybe it's a thing.
And NG. No nuts, Greg, is what
No
Ruben
nuts,
said.
Greg.
And NG.
I'm fine with that. Or M. And,
Allison said she'll, or ALW
M&N.
said she'd buy Allison's dog food because it's going to be all natural.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know.
Dog food
Things
is
you can think about.
this is the crazy. Well, I say this, everything's fucking expensive now, but like I feel like dog food has gotten so expensive.
Dude, even the shit, like everything's so expensive right now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Right? It
Well, I
literally
ordered those aminos and they used to be like
30
$34, and
Now
now
they're
they're
44.
$44.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything's getting more expensive. It's just like, I don't know, bunch of bullshit. So we're going to get into the story.
Well, I guess you have some
tonight.
work to do to figure out what you would do for a job if you could do anything. Woman and
Or I just do
American
this.
owned, Allison.
Oh, yeah. This podcast is 50% women and minority owned.
Damn straight, Skippy.
Goddamn right. It's all about you.
I meet three things. I meet the old people thing.
Are you old yet?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that a
next year.
thing?
I think
I-
in
no, I
January I
think
hit
it to be
53,
50.
and I think I can do
think that's-
AARP at 53.
56 or something.
No,
like that.
that's retirement. 57.
But I think that's when do we start getting your fucking discounts like at
I think
IHOP?
53 for a lot of
Do
those
we
places.
really?
I think
Like,
so.
I'm getting
I don't
the-
know. I know AARP is 53, I
I'm
think.
getting like
No, you don't get it because you have to show your ID. I get it.
do you get a special ID for that? Like
You
just
just show
as
them your
a-
driver's. I'm old as
shit
fuck.
card.
I'm old AF.
And I'm hungover, bitch.
Brenna and I were talking. We have our networking meeting at once a month, and we were talking about, like, I was telling her, I said, it's funny how, like, things have changed in my life. Like, when I was in my 40s, I wanted to be skinny, like all the 25 to 35s. Now I watch these girls at the gym and they're super cute and they're super bouncy. I'm like, bitch, you better enjoy those knees because they're gonna go in about 25
you were telling
years.
me that the other night. Yeah,
I was like, I don't care for your figure. I care for your knees.
Ruben said you can join AARP at 50. So.
No, you can't because I looked at it.
Oh, I don't know.
I thought it was 52, but I think it's like.
You talked about that like 26. I'm air
up.
quoting that, right? Because I was like, that's literally half as young as you are, or half as old, whatever as you are, right? Which is not a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. And I was like, but she's got to hold out and keep coming to this same fucking type of class for 26 more years.
No, it is over 50, Ruben. You're right. I could have sworn it was like 53,
right?
But
so she's got to do that for 26 more years to be where you're at.
That's why I'm saying you better enjoy those knees because
think about that.
Everything feels great. And then my knees are like, good luck with that.
Your knees are fine.
Good luck with that. Really 50th squat. No, they're not bad. They just ache.
Yeah. Well,
they've taken a lot of abuse in their life with all the running and volleyball and basketball.
I woke up this morning, I was like, I can't bend my hand.
Is it better?
Yeah, I can bend it to like right there.
Well, no, and then the other day, remember, mine was hurting too because I'm pretty sure.
Like, oh no, it's flat. Yeah, it's because
I'm pretty sure I slept on it wrong.
I drank beers.
I'm pretty sure I slept on it wrong, like on Tuesday, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I just wake up randomly hurting. I'm sure all of you guys do too.
No, they're all young.
Like nobody else does. Child, please. What Ruben said. It's all good though. So
we're living. Hold on, we're living in a Biden world, Beth. Ew.
Oh, we're getting into the Biden world. You want to get in the Biden world?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So the Biden world.
Well, I was looking up.
Optics are a bitch when you really think about it. So go on with your bad self.
Well, mine was just I was looking. Excuse me. They were talking about one of the shows I was watching. They were talking about his delivery of the primetime speech.
Yeah.
On the battle for souls of the nation, for the soul of the nation.
Yep.
Come on. Really? Battle for the soul of the nation?
So if you look at these two images, they're not far off. And everybody knows the one on the right is V for Vendetta. But last night's, and I pulled this from Drinking Bros. And I don't think it's that much. It could have been altered a little bit. I'm not going to say that DB gonna alter it or anything. I think it's missing like the Marines that were in the back, right?
That's funny though.
Certain things like that, but there is video out there of where you can see literally like on the CNN feed of that same background, and there's a flags in the background. Yeah, they absolutely went and blacked out a lot of that background. So this isn't the exact, obviously,
but it does.
There's an American flag behind them, so I should probably.
But it was funny because
real quick on the CNN feed, you can literally see there's a transition over like several minutes where it goes from it being red to it being like this pinkish or purplish reddish, and they lighten up the colors so it's not so red. And it's like fucking, you can go out and watch the video.
Why did they do that?
So that it doesn't look like the fucking picture on the right.
I don't think that. Do you think somebody was literally thinking that?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think somebody went?
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, he says that in his speech, he said he wanted to be very clear up front. Not every Republican is a MAGA Republican. Magma.
Last night he absolutely said that shit.
Well, no, that's what he said. Not every Republican is a MAGA Republican.
Similar article to me.
Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know because I've been able to work with these mainstream Republicans. But much of the Republican Party is intimidated by former President Trump.
Are you guys? Is anyone that follows or that was?
Do you know these people personally to know that they're intimidated?
Like who the fuck are you intimidated by?
I'm not intimidated by anybody.
I'm not intimidated.
My mom when she was alive.
Yeah, because she would pinch you under your fucking arm, and that was the worst thing ever. But like, no, that's a bunch of crap.
And he said it was his duty to tell the truth, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful.
His truth.
He said, and here, in my view, is what is true.
And I'm not trying to.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of people. They refuse to acknowledge a free election.
He's a pile of shit.
I'm like, wait, what? Didn't you guys bolt against the free election when Trump was elected?
So the 300 people that went in or whatever, the overthrowing of the potential
Capital.
all that bullshit, right? Okay, yeah, bunch of dumb people did a bunch of dumb shit. Good,
But
throw
we're
them
not
in
all
jail.
dumb.
Fuck it. Well, no,
We're not
like
all
the ones
dumb.
that were but the vast majority of people that voted for him. I'm not like a MAGA guy. I don't own a MAGA shirt or a MAGA.
No,
anything,
me neither.
Right? It's just not me.
And it's not that I wouldn't own one.
But
I
it's
mean,
just not me.
but
Like,
I
I'm just not down with wearing.
yeah.
like that.
But I love it when people just like group a
Lump
bunch of
us
people
all
together,
together.
because isn't that kind of like racist or
No, it's classist.
classist? I mean,
Something
aren't you
like
saying
that.
we're all the same if we believed in Make America Great Again?
Yeah,
Because it's not a bad thing to want to make America great, right?
it's always been great in my mind.
Not according to him.
Well, now, yeah, absolutely.
So he
So-
said, as your president, I fight for democracy with every fiber of my being. I'm
No, he
asking
doesn't.
every American to join me.
He sniffs little kids, and his son's a fucking
Ew.
pervert.
He sniffs little
And a
kids. Don't remind me
crackhead.
of that.
And so that's why I wore this shirt tonight. Sounds like
Well, here's what though.
we don't talk politics on this show very often.
Here's what I thought was, because we were
but
talking about
he
this
went
the other day.
Full fucking idiot last night.
Yeah.
I was gonna use the R word, but I'm trying to.
I
be
almost did
respectful.
too.
He went full idiot last night. And half of this shit, I watched his statements and his speech, whatever. So I was like, I have to go into it knowing like, okay, did he say anything? Half of it was mumbling and bumbling and talking about nothing. And it's kind of like that circular talk about
Right.
nothing, right? The other side is like him being grumpy old Joe Biden, you know, and you're like, get fucked, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what I thought was interesting, because we did talk about like how every 5 seconds it's about the documents from his, is it Mar-a-Lago? Is that what it's?
Oh, yeah.
And one of his, let me find it real quick. One of his,
What do you guys think about it? I mean, that's kind of one of the things. I'm going to go back through and look while you're looking for that.
what the
Is
hell's that?
the dog on the stairs? Yeah. So Jess said, I don't even know what he said in his speech, but the picture says it all. That picture is absolutely doctored. You can go look at it, but you can see. I was talking to one of my good friends, and I'm like, so there are two Marines in the background, right? They probably can't hear what he's saying, and maybe they can from the speakers and stuff like that, like just, you know, in the audience stuff. But I was like, if I was one of those fucking Marines, and my family is all Marines, her family's all Marines, I would be, if I was those two guys, like, because there was one on the other side, and I mean, the Marine Corps protects the,
Right.
just like Secret Service, basically,
Yeah.
right?
They're not there because they like him. They're there because it's their duty.
It's their duty, right? And you go like, fuck you. That sowing discord, fuck you. No words, none. All true conservatives, one is uphold the
Well,
Constitution.
here in one of the
meanwhile,
articles I read, it was mentioning the
is,
FBI
shredding it.
raids and, you know, all that stuff and how it's everywhere. And they're like, well, we're not
who
saying it's
wouldn't want to make America great again? I mean, it's not those things. It's the principles that come down to it. Like, we all agree with that.
Right.
And you have the other, I don't want to call it
you
the
do
other
have some
half.
extremists,
but
but you
you-
have that in every
Are we, I mean,
aspect of
if
life.
you want to fucking literally divide this country, do exactly what you did last night. Have those same optics, and this is the term that I fucking hate, is optics. Optics, but this is a prime example of having just shitty, even just shitty
But here's the thing:
visuals.
he's been doing this, and it's not
He's
helping.
not doing this.
Well, but his
His handlers are doing
well,
this.
when I say his, I mean him and his people that
Yeah.
are him, right? But democracy, Americans still feel like democracy is under attack. So it's not, his words aren't bringing comfort to anyone. But what I thought was really kind of interesting, and I can't, it must have been a different article, but one of his aides said, you know, well, we're not saying it's happening because the elections are coming up. The raids and the FBI and the documents are definitely helping to lean people towards Biden. And I was
Read
like,
that. Do you have that statement?
I'm
Can
looking
you
for
find
it. I'm looking
Because
for it.
yeah. No, they're the fucked up part of this is they're actually saying this shit out loud nowadays. They're actually starting to just say it out loud.
And then maybe, and I
We're
think
not
this
really
article,
doing this, but it's going to have an impact on the elections. Well, no, because that's that one dude. And you know what? There's other dudes that we would put up. If Trump were, this is the fucking thing about like the Republicans. Hey, I think falling behind the idea of making America great, keeping America great, making it the best place for everybody in the world to come to want to come to
right
legally is a good thing, right? If he were to do anything that were counter to the security of the United States and everything like that, I'd be like, yeah, get fucked, right?
Right.
I mean, honestly, I would do that with anybody, with any fucking
They must have taken it down.
Or
because this is the only article I looked at, but they literally had it
but
in
who
there.
wouldn't do that, right? Like you would absolutely. I don't give a fuck if it's left or right. If a dude on the right
So ready for winter.
were to go,
Fall.
all right, and they could prove like this dude colluded with this country, right? The boards is calling me.
The boards?
No, it's all right. If somebody colluded and you could prove it, fuck him. Like, yeah, go after him, right? Do it right. But now everything's so fucked up with like the FBI. You don't trust them. You don't trust, I mean, who the fuck do you trust besides maybe your local law enforcement? Like your legit local law enforcement that you know. Who would you trust? Texas Rangers?
My local police.
That's what I'm saying. Your local law
Yeah.
enforcement that we know.
Yeah.
We've had conversations with.
Right.
Right? Like, fuck, right? ATF shows up in my house asking if I go buy 4 or 5 guns at one time. And they come up and show up because they've got me on a fucking list that says you bought 2 or 3 guns at one time. We need to make sure you have you have all those guns, which they're doing.
Why can't I have that many guns?
No, you can't buy them all. They need to validate that you bought all those guns for yourself. And this is a new fucking thing.
Oh, kind of like
a registry.
New fucking York
ish, right? So, and that's where this ATF dude, I don't think you saw it, but maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Locally, the guy went in his house, called the fucking sheriff. Sheriff shows up, fucking draws down on him. He's like, get the fuck on the ground.
ATF guys?
Yeah. ATF guys filing a lawsuit and all this shit. And he's like, I'm an agent. I'm a FDA or ATFA or whatever.
ATF.
And they're like, fuck you. I don't know who you are.
Right.
Like, why would you go up and ask him to show you his guns?
Right. Why would I show anyone I don't know my guns, first of all?
So that's where.
And then second of all, do you have a warrant?
Exactly. But I've got this little piece of paper.
I'm not required to show you anything in my house unless you have a warrant.
And get off my fucking property.
Amen.
Right? So you go like, these are the steps that are starting to happen. And if we don't do something.
If we don't stand up for our rights,
then
they're going to go away.
Right? We're going to be fucked. So it's, again, I'm not trying to get all political. We don't do that on this show. But
I know. So we're going to move on now.
There's so much shit happening. Just pay attention.
And that's the key. Pay attention. Read articles and then read them a couple hours later and see how they change.
Story because it's just for fun.
Oh.
Funsies.
Uh-oh.
Funsies. Yeah, but just pay attention.
Oh, I know this one.
This one's good because
I like
this one. We like California. We do.
We love California, the country.
The country. My country.
And we love a bunch of people in California.
I don't like Gavin Newsom.
I do not like their politics.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Gavin Newsom's in-laws fled from California to Florida during the pandemic. Record show.
Didn't they also?
Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that. Hang on. I think it's hilarious. Alex, what's up, dude? Everybody, what's happening? Oh, we need to do another cheers because we got kind of a little deep on the the Joe Biden. I said we're going to go dark. We're going to bring it back to the light.
Go into the light.
Go into the
Carry
light.
in.
Carry in. All right. Cheers, everybody. Hey, but this one's just kind of funny because I think it's just like apropos to like what's fucking happening in California. And again, we talked about this. All right. So not only did in-laws of the domestic Democratic California governor Gavin Newsom give money to one of his biggest political foes, they fled from the state.
Comment. I'm just now reading it.
During the pandemic. What was it?
No, where she says, but what happens in 50 years when people look back and they're tone deaf? They don't understand the context with which
you have to have context.
It is, yeah. She says it says MAGA people has context now, but what about 50 years from now when people are looking back on history, that's going to sound tone deaf. Who wouldn't want to improve our nation? I mean,
Yeah,
exactly.
it doesn't matter at that point. It's just
doesn't matter what side you're on. You should want us all to do better.
That's a great way to put it. Absolutely. Kenneth F. Siebel Jr. and Judith A. Siebel, parents of Newsom's wife, Jennifer Siebel, a longtime California resident, became Florida residents in 2020 after purchasing a $3.3 million Naples home in March of that year.
How much?
$3.3 million. So like a decent.
That's his parents?
His
in-laws. His wife's parents.
Parents, yeah.
Wow.
They're like, get the fuck out. The Siebels appear to have still have ownership of the California home in northern San Francisco. Newsom's in-laws, however, officially became registered voters in the Sunshine State as of June 2020. And the voter registration shift. Oh, sorry, I missed a line there. However, officially became registered voters. Said that. Sorry. Kenneth Siebel is a registered Republican. I don't know why the fuck. I'm trying to get to the good stuff. Neither the Siebels nor Governor Newsom's office immediately
DJ, why are
responded
you in a shitty mood?
to Fox News's request for comment. And then it goes on to say, well, so it doesn't say, I thought it said in this one, but they did donate what, like $30,000 or something like that.
His campaign.
To Governor DeSantis's campaign. So that would be an awesome
Did you also
fucking
see
Thanksgiving
Beto?
to be around.
Still can't believe he's running for governor. I mean, there's scary
He's
part
in
of
the
me.
hospital or something like that.
He's home now because he got a bacterial infection.
His penis falling off.
And so he had to go home and he had to call off his election
Duties.
trip.
Oh.
Or his campaign trip, I should
Through
say.
where?
His campaign trip
Through
through
El
Texas.
Paso again?
I guess.
El Paso and Austin.
The only part that worries me about him is with this whole abortion thing. I could see a lot of people being pissed off about. Well, but no, because everybody here is Catholic, and wouldn't that be the Catholic way? So
Not everybody's Catholic here.
I'm being facetious.
Yeah.
A lot of people are Catholic,
And we've
though.
talked about the.
But I think it's funny that he's still running for governor.
We've also talked about
you couldn't even get a Senate position.
No, he's
And that
pile of
was your
shit.
state voting you in for
He's
that
a
one.
whole pile of shit.
So
Yeah, it would have been better
White
if he
boy?
just got like a.
don't try to be on my level with Beto.
His name's Francis.
I know. And Beto is a
Francis
nickname for
over-
Robert, just so you know.
Yeah. Just for everybody out there, what is it again?
ALW knows.
She speaks Spanish
Beto?
fluently sometimes.
Beto is for Robert. Roberto.
Roberto
Yeah.
Beto. What do we call your dad? Beto.
Alberto. It's just
Beto. Your
That's-
dad's Albert.
it's just a nickname I think that he came up. Why do people call me Beta?
Nobody does.
People from high school.
Who
still
the
do.
fuck? High school was 35 years.
I still have lots of friends from high
whatever
school.
it is.
And Dana and Leanne call me.
34 years ago.
Dana and Leanne call me that because they were around some of my friends growing up.
I
But
don't know.
it's a funny story. I'll tell you sometime.
All right. You ready to do some swinger talk?
Winger?
Okay, so you guys know how I like to.
Secret signals? Woo!
I like.
To wear your pineapple
pineapples.
shirt?
I have a couple of.
You're pineapple obsessed.
I
lately.
didn't realize it. I just like pineapple shirts, and then.
I mean, if you want to be a swinger, this is a serious
what's
conversation we have
the-
to have by yourself.
No, I don't want to.
know, I'm
I don't.
kidding.
No,
I don't
no,
want to be a
no,
swinger
I'm okay
either.
with it.
Ew.
What's Officer Ossifer Daniels?
Robert Francis. He's
Officer
fucking Irish. My German Shepherd
Daniels.
is more Hispanic
Oh, this is
than
what
he
it
is. Yes, DJ.
Absolutely. So,
But I need to know why DJ's in a shitty mood, he said.
DJ, what's happening? You want to
How
call
can I
us?
make it
I can
better?
figure it out. I can figure out how to.
Okay, so tell me about the swinger shit.
All right.
Let's
So
go.
the swinger shit. Everybody's heard of like this pineapple thing, right? And
Yes.
then take a sip.
We all have heard and we've all seen
And
weird.
so everybody knows, right?
I'm
But
hot.
the interesting thing is, it's like I wear.
Again, I can't wait for fall.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm hot all the fucking
I
time.
think you're going through hot flashes.
Not going through hot flashes.
It's cooler now than it was before.
You don't have hair. You have no idea.
Yeah, but I think you're.
Oh, I was looking at our wedding pictures. You
Yeah,
had so much fucking hair when we got married.
it wasn't that much.
It was a lot.
It really
It
wasn't
wa-
that much.
It was more than, it's a lot more than there is now. And that wasn't a lot back then.
I really don't think it was that much.
I was looking at the pictures.
Remember, because I was still combing it
You
over
were,
a little bit.
you were shaving, but it was the thicker shave.
Oh,
and
that's
you had,
right.
And
I
it,
went and got.
and
like-
it went all, it came up to like,
oh, you're talking like
here.
my crown, the crown of my
You
head.
had so much
Yeah,
more
I still,
hair.
no, it's not that I had any more hair. I just had more opportunity to have hair.
You had more hair on your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking, I was like, oh, look, I'm just so young. And oh, look at Greg's hair.
Dick. All right. So this is I was looking through the chive last night, And this is a chat story. So secret signals to swingers you might accidentally be doing. Only 1 in 25 couples are swingers. Good to know.
1 in 25?
Yep. Only.
I mean, that's kind of a lot.
It's kind of low though when you really
I mean,
do some math.
Couldn't you figure out in a community of how many people do you think there are in our house and our neighborhood?
That's less than 0.5%.
I still feel like okay, maybe
less than 0.5%.
I feel like that's a lot.
So,
so out of 25 couples I know, there's a swinger in there. Swinger couple in
200
there.
People,
I don't want to know who they
200
are.
couples, there's one couple.
No, 25. It said 1 out of 25.
Yeah, but and it's
so 200. There'd be
less
4.
than 0.5%.
But
hashtag math. 1 out of 200.
No, you said 1 out of 25.
I did the math.
You can't.
1 in 25 is 0.04%.
Yeah, but if 200 people and it's 1 out of 25, there'd be more than
That's
one.
That's not the same thing.
Whatever. You went 25 couples. There's 1. I'm doubling that. If there's 100.
Okay, you're good. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. Bam. DJ, stop being so angry.
He's not. He just likes it when the show.
Do you want to do
dark.
a shot with me? You want to do a shot? Go grab some whiskey. I'll do a shot with you. Just let me know. All right. So 1 in 25. So it makes sense that instead of just going up to couples and saying, "Do y'all swing?"
You like pineapple?
There's instead a secret symbols you can look for. So we know the pineapple.
We do know the pineapples.
Right? And
does it talk about the colored lights in front of you?
Dude, I like pineapple shirts. They're just fucking fun. They're beachy. They're
cheery.
Every shirt
saying.
you have has a beach shirt should have a pineapple.
Negative. Ghost
and
Rider,
that's all I was just saying is Officer Daniels. He has. I'm trying to find the goddamn page again, and I can't find it. So Officer Daniels, he works with one of his good buddies, and he helped.
Is it swinger?
No. He helped him start a company, right? And it's called 21 Pineapple Shirt Company, right? And his buddy has Down syndrome.
Okay.
And he's
the guy that started the company.
Yep, with Officer Daniels, and
That's
he's
cool.
the CEO of the company, right? So it's fucking rad, right? So, but I'm like,
ALW, we don't have the Texas Star, but I want one on my house.
he had to know this is
No.
Is he trying to get his buddy?
No.
laid?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
we need to talk to him about it.
okay, so
a pineapple kept on the patio. All right, so
on the patio, it's gonna go bad. A fake one.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know. Longtime swinger John Jr. revealed that pineapples are the biggest swinger symbol. Jesus Christ, can I speak? Longtime swinger John Jr. revealed that pineapples are the biggest swinger symbol, especially when placed by the front door.
I'm walking around and people are like,
I'm fucking buying a pineapple.
Check out those. No.
I swear to God.
People, we're going into like Chili's and people are going, check out those swingers.
I'm buying a pineapple. We have a Ring doorbell. I'm just going to be like, come on, bro. Not bro, girl. Let's see it.
Girl, it's going to be a couple, honey. It's not going to be a girl.
Shake them, cha-chas.
It's not going to be
Is that a thing?
chi-chis
I don't know
either.
if that
It's
works.
cha-chas is wrong. It's chi-chis. And she's not going to walk up to the
The
doorbell and be
pineapple
like,
kept on the patio could suggest that a swinger party is currently happening. While the upside down pineapple could suggest that someone is looking to attend such parties.
Okay, we already know about the pineapple. Is there another one?
No, these are them. It's all about the pineapples.
Oh.
Oh, no, hang on a second. Right. Black rings are another big signal.
Black, like wedding rings?
Like what? Yeah, like wedding rings. Yeah, black rings. In order to identify themselves, they often sport this swinger symbol of the swing. I don't know what that means,
Like
but
the
there is like a
sex
picture
swing?
of it. And
Oh, let me see
kind
it.
of like.
That's not a swing. That doesn't
I
look
think
like a
it's like-
swing. It looks like
I don't
a
know, there may be
Celtic
like
symbol.
a swing I
Maybe,
don't know.
Maybe
man.
it's a Celtic symbol of a swing.
I'll Google it and I'll post it on my Instagram tonight.
That
if I can
page
find
that
it.
you
Yeah.
use.
I'm just gonna take a snapshot of this right now.
So the pineapples. It's all about the pineapples and the black rings.
Nope,
There's-
we're not done yet.
Well, you're
Jesus
taking
Christ,
forever.
why are you trying to rush this? Are you in a hurry for something?
Because you're taking forever, bro.
What do you got to talk about that's more important?
Basically anything.
Look, I'm just trying to get us laid.
I don't have a problem with
just kidding.
getting laid. Do you?
John
If I don't have a
explains
problem,
black rings are
clearly don't
fine,
have a
but
problem.
each community can have its own logo. And then there are pampas grass also can be a sign of being in a swinging community, which is like these little leafy things that stick out of, I guess you put them in a pot. And then a garden gnome. That's another one.
A garden gnome at your front door?
Gnomes is a classic sign too.
I never knew the gnome.
Pink or purple garden decor and pink or purple garden decor is a sign. But
like a gnome?
It's mainly all changing between older and younger generations. So
I would just like to meet, I don't want to swing with them, but I would just love to meet a swinger couple.
Yeah.
To be like, why? Is it spice up your marriage life? I mean,
you're just looking for that.
No, because here's the thing. I could never do it because I'm wicked jealous. I'm telling you right now, the Hispanic girl in me be like, I'll cut a bitch. You touch my
pulling
husband.
hair out. Fucking.
No. And here's the other thing. I would also wonder, like, is he doing it when I'm not around instead of when I'm just around? Mm-mm.
No, it's got to be a.
Yeah. We knew people who were swingers and how well did their marriage work out?
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
It never does.
Exactly.
It never does.
No, I disagree.
No.
I disagree.
Your books?
No, not my
work out in your books?
There's no swingers in my books.
Real well in those vampire.
There's no swingers.
Novels.
I don't have swingers in my books, but I'm saying it's definitely a lifestyle for some people, and they make it work.
Oh, I'm sure
they don't end up getting divorced because they do it the right way. They do it the right way, unlike our friends who didn't. She didn't do it right, but I couldn't. I'm too jealous by nature.
You're naughty by nature.
Yeah, I'm naughty by nature.
It's all good.
Naughty by nature.
Look.
Jessica said, same, Beth. I don't share. Exactly.
I'm not saying I'd share.
You might be a problem, but you're my fucking problem.
All right, it's Henry Cavill.
You're still my fucking problem.
Good answer.
Fingers crossed under the table.
God
no, I'm
damn.
kidding.
Will Greg die before that happens? Will Greg die before Henry Cavill shows up in my door? And every day after I die, she's got like fucking brand new pumpkin or fucking
pineapple.
Henry.
I don't think Henry Cavill likes
just like DM and
Henry Cavill's another one that likes young girls. He's not a swinger. He just likes young girls. Maybe I don't know if this is his first young girl. I don't know if they're still together, but she was
the young
really
girls
young.
into the same freaky shit that the older were. I'm not saying you're older, but the older.
They're probably into more.
Probably.
Depends on the age.
Because they grew up on the porn.
Well, no, but the thing too is a lot of people are freaky when they're young till they get to a certain age.
But they also
I grew up with a lot of girlfriends who were
into butt stuff.
No, I'm sure, but they were what's the word? More curious.
That's all there is, right? I mean, I guess
not
there's
necessarily. You could do a threesome. You could do BDSM. You could do a lot of stuff, or you could go with the same sex. And I have a lot of friends that when they were younger, they experimented. They didn't experimented once they got a little older and met the person they were meant to be with. They don't do those wild things anymore. But I mean, hey, I think people should experiment when they're young. I didn't because, well, my mom was mean as fuck.
Well, no, you weren't allowed out of the house after
exactly
the sun fucking went down.
And then I got married and then it was all over.
Exactly. Gigi.
I'm watching my son miss blocks while listening.
It's okay. Just know that there's wine at home. There's wine at home and you'll be okay.
Oh, she's hot too? See, it is hot. It is going to be really hot in California this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
All
I
weekend.
Heard, Death Valley's supposed to get up to like 120.
They're even saying like the coastline is going to be like in the 90s.
Real quick and do one quick story.
Sorry, Gigi.
Oh, no, it's number 7. So they...
Oh, yeah.
They locked out. This was on the news. This is on like national news. Colorado, what is it? Hang on a second. The ASC or something like that, or XCL or something like that. Weather Service. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Colorado Utility Company locks 22,000 thermostats out during 90-degree weather due to an energy emergency.
There's things that we need to.
We're going to talk about it very specifically because it's one of those things you sign up, you get what you fucking pay for, right? So thousands of utility customers in Colorado were locked out of changing their thermostats due to an energy emergency. This is also the same thing or a similar thing that's going to happen in Europe over the winter.
whether keep it cold.
They have,
but doesn't that happen in New York? Like they
basically have what you would call it like a socialized.
But I think that happens in New York where they have the building, like the building has the thermostat, and
that's
they
been
lock.
like that for a million years.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the same thing,
but
right?
They keep it at a certain temperature, and it's required by your contract.
I mean, but probably like 67 degrees, which is cold when it's.
But this
40.
is so going back, like they were trying to turn it below like 78 or something like that. For us, that's not a big thing. For somebody,
they knocked them down. The highest they could go, or the lowest they could go, was 78.
Something like that, right? And they were like, "Fuck, that's hot for people in Colorado, right?" But the idea that you lose your autonomy to be able to adjust your temperature.
No, but here's the thing.
That's the fucked up part. So
they
go ahead
signed
and
up for it.
Exactly. So they signed up for this contract
that allowed the company to lock their thermostat
and lock their thermostat.
But I loved how you said, how many of those people do you think are going to cancel that now?
Fuck.
I said, as long as they can get out of it. If it's a contract, they may have to stay in it for a while. At least a year.
Opt in, you should be able to opt the fuck out.
Right? I mean, I would think so.
That's a fucked up.
An opt-in's different than a contract, though.
Yeah. Most often it's opt-in stuff, right? So Xcel Energy, a utility company based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, confirmed that 22,000 customers in Denver, Colorado, who were signed up for the Colorado AC Reward Program, were locked out of their thermostats for several hours on Tuesday, rather. So normally we see when we see a message like that, this is from one of the people. From one of the customers, it said like that we were able to override it. In this case, we weren't. So our thermostat was locked at 78 or 79. For us, that's not really we run it at 78
during the day. We go a little colder at nighttime.
Then again, we grew up in Arizona for multiples of years, and it would be like 80 in our house, and we're like, oh, beautiful, but it's 115.
I know, but right? If you went much higher than 80, your utility bill was like $400.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. So, this is
Nico
like,
said they just had a Haboob. And it's now cooler. I miss Haboobs.
Yeah, we haven't had any decent weather.
We've had some rain. The drought is getting a little better.
Porins. But
we need some porridge?
Porins. Some rains.
Porings.
But no, it's interesting because this is going to happen in Europe. They're talking about like people having to take out fucking loans to pay their
utility
electricity bills. And everything's connected to the government.
Yes.
Right. So keep that goddamn thermostat on lock. Don't share that thing with people. Don't give additional access to other companies. It's fucked up. I don't know. Just saying. One of those things that like...
Gigi, a Haboob is a sandstorm.
Yep. Big ass dust storm rolls through.
Yeah, dust storm, sandstorm.
Yeah, dust storm.
I remember the first time I saw one, I had actually lived in Phoenix for about 2 weeks. We were still in the small office. The big office wasn't open yet. And I was staring at somebody was like,
look up a Haboob real
you
quick.
look it up. Somebody was like, oh, look, a dust storm. They didn't call it a Haboob, but they were like a dust storm. And I looked and I was like, what the actual fuck is that? It's like the thing from the Mummy.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, yeah, that happens here during monsoon season. I was like,
no, but they like, you got to be real careful.
What's it going to do to my car?
In between.
If you're in the road, on the road, they can
like
be dangerous.
Tucson and
they can be really big
Phoenix,
too, Gigi.
Like you can get fucked up with those things.
Yeah, because they get pretty aggressive. Like the Mummy. Yes, exactly. Maybe not as bad as the one in the Mummy, but yeah, like the Mummy, which was just on. I was watching it because it's my favorite movie. Don't judge me.
So this would be a Haboob. A Haboob. See if I can get it to go the right way.
Sorry. Why do I have a double picture of us?
Well, it's going to come up.
No, it was bigger when it was one. There you go.
Maybe not.
It came up for a second. What'd you do?
I don't know. It was on for a second. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to show you a Haboob.
I got a boob you can
look
at.
There we go. And it's shutting off. I don't know why. Anyway, that little glimpse it's big. It's a big giant dust storm that comes blowing through. So
and they look scarier than they actually are most of the time. Sometimes they can be a little aggressive, but
I've got a little work to do on this.
You got to figure your shit out.
Evidently,
yeah.
It worked for 2 seconds there, but yeah, they're fun. So they're kind of cool. You don't really go out, and I'm like, if you're at home, all the lights, everything turns like reddish and orange, especially
outside,
at night,
like
during the day,
the sunset.
Yeah, like during the day, and then
it's really pretty. The effects of it after it's done.
Yeah.
Once the pollution gets into the air past your house, it's very pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. How would you feel? How would you feel if the Hooters, like you've got a soccer team, right? You got a kids soccer team, and you're like, all right, it's a soccer club.
Hold on. So DJ said on one deployment, we had a sandstorm so bad that the sand was pouring in through the vents and buried half the compound. Holy shit.
Oh no, that's because you're in Iraq. This is, we're talking Haboob.
Stateside.
Yeah, we're talking stateside.
Stateside Haboob.
Yeah. That's
a walk in the park compared to what DJ went through. Yeah,
absolutely. That's like where you have to cover all the jet engines. You have to cover everything.
Yes.
Then all you poor bastards are.
Why would the parents have a problem with that?
All right, so
they're dressed appropriately.
I think.
Compared to the restaurant, they're dressed fucking appropriately.
I'd bring my kid to a Hooters.
No,
I would not have a problem.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I absolutely
depends on the age of the kid.
I'd bring a fucking toddler there.
Toddler's one thing.
I'd bring a 13-year-old there for sure.
Probably not, because then you're going to put up him walking around the house whacking off to the vision of Hooters. Don't need to encourage.
At least I can help. Like, not that one, not that one.
Oh, you pig.
Right? Not that one, right? And you just because you have to teach them like responsibility. People aren't happy that Nottingham's branch of the Hooters will be sponsoring a local. So this is of course England. Sponsoring a local under 10s team this season. Hooters
under
announced 10? Under 10. Yeah, I think it's fucking rad. I'm like,
well, don't you have a choice?
Kids are like,
don't you have a choice to not put them on that team if it's a Hooter sponsored team? Is it a team or a league that's sponsored by them?
The team.
Okay, so you could find another team.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that easy though.
So it didn't take long for the Twitter fuckers to go sideways. In response to the news, one person wrote, "Why are Hooters sexualizing kids? And
Lord.
Who on earth allowed them?" Hooters of Nottingham. Hooters Nottingham are proud to be the new sponsors of Burton Joyce U Twins. Basically, they're buying all their fucking jerseys. They're probably paying for all their field time. They're probably paying for all their soccer balls, all their cleats. They're probably paying for tons of
the parents probably still have to buy the uniform.
Yeah, well, or whatever. But they're paying their kid, even their uniform. That's their kid.
I don't know what happens when you sponsor a team.
I bet you. So another person said, "These lads are under 10. I very much
should hit your emotional damage."
Oh, yeah.
That's what the parents are.
Emotional damage.
I don't think these are the parents.
I love the kids smile in the middle of those two.
I don't have to pay this goddamn bill. Hooters.
And no, I thought it said parents are upset.
No, it said Twitter people.
People are pissed. Okay, yeah.
The Twitterati.
You know what? People are always pissed.
These
about
lads
something.
are under 10. I'm just like, goddamn. I mean, like,
you want to be on that team, don't you?
Come on, I do it now. I'd end up like you with a torn hamstring.
ALW says, I've never been at a Hooters, but my son dates a Hooter waitress.
Is she nice?
So they're usually very nice. You went there before a wedding for lunch and shots.
I brought all my buddies to fucking Hooters.
You brought all your groomsmen. So your groomsmen brought you to Hooters.
Well,
and they got you a picture with all the Hooter girls.
We were all in it.
I thought you were in one by yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
The food's not.
It's just wings, man.
It's not. They're not even that good of wings.
It's just good.
But we would go there sometimes, like on a Saturday afternoon, and sit outside when the weather was nice, and be like, "Fuck it, let's go to Hooters. It's right here."
Yep, exactly.
Because it was more fun than the Half Moon that we did love at nighttime. But
which is where we went after our reception. So I started there. Literally went to the back side of the building at the end of our. We went to other places in between, but we rolled around and we were, and then our hotel was directly across the street. It was very strategically planned.
Ruben says, last time I went to Hooters, my waitress had her kid there and she was
damn right.
That's about right.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
I shouldn't,
and those are the ones you tip extra because they're trying really hard. Those girls are there fucking working, man. They're so dedicated that they brought their extra child that's not like built in with them.
Oh, Gigi said my husband used to take. We got a bot. My husband used to take our cute little son to Hooters back in the day to get attention. I imagine dogs and kids, dude.
Yep.
Regardless of the sex, dogs and kids.
Yep.
Hey, what's it say? New AI dating disrupt.
That'll be gone in a second. Don't worry.
Can you imagine having AI?
So I mean, I don't see any problem with any company. I mean, Dude, okay. So
Funny now. Let's see if it happens. If
I
can write down again.
understand that there are certain companies you're like, all right, we can't associate them with them, right? With like certain things, like age. But Hooters is a restaurant.
It's a bar.
But it's fucking, they sell food. A bar restaurant. Is it any different than?
It's not 54th Street. It's not Olive Garden.
Nope, you're right.
It's
but
not.
Would you want Olive Garden as your sponsor? Would you
Why
rather?
not?
Nope. Tell me this.
Why not?
Would you rather have Olive Garden or fucking Hooters?
Olive Garden, because I like their food better
Fuck
than Hooters.
that. I want Hooters.
Of course
all
you do.
day
You love
long.
boobs.
No, wings and beer. I've never gone to Olive Garden.
You won't go to Olive
get
Garden.
a
You hate it.
beer.
Because you don't like Olive Garden.
Because it's gross.
I like Olive Garden's
No,
Alfredo.
I grew up. Well, number one, I can afford fucking more than the $6 all you can
I
eat.
don't think it's $6 anymore. And they
Okay,
don't have all you can eat.
$7 all you can eat. Fucking
Soup and breadsticks?
yeah, that's bullshit.
Hey, if you're a college student,
They're Alfredo's dope. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're
I'm not
fettuccine
saying-
Alfredo grilled
just
chicken
saying,
is
I've grown up.
delicious. But $6 all you can eat soup and breadsticks,
Nope.
perfect for a college kid.
Yep. And they're the ones that are bitching about
Who's
this.
going bye-byes?
But can't those college kids? They can
Alex
go to Hooters.
says, I've been going to Hooters since I was 6 years old. My uncle used to take me when I visited him every summer. in
Fucking,
Fort
you
Bragg.
turned out kind of
Called
okay.
Peckers. And
Kind of.
Gigi said her husband loves the wings.
You know, I'm telling you, they're not bad. They're actually pretty good. There aren't even here. Phoenix, we got spoiled because we had certain places,
Yes.
right? But what was the one that was right down the street? Tilted Kilt, right? They've got those in Denver. They've got them in
Everywhere,
California. They don't have them.
With their cute little uniforms,
Right.
with their
Here
little
we have-
Irish,
what's the
the
one?
Irish skirts.
We have
And
Twin Peaks here.
Yeah.
Right? Would you be mad if
Here's the
Twin
thing.
Peaks sponsored a soccer team?
here's the thing. Like everything in life, they have super fucking hot chicks and they have super fucking ew chicks.
And
I feel like no, I don't care. I don't
woman.
care who sponsors my kid. I don't care.
if they're paying the fucking bill,
I don't care. But I also don't have kids, so
What if it
maybe
was like
I would
Adam
be
and
a
Eve?
bad mom. Then I would care. Because Billy would be like, "Mommy, what is Adam and Eve
It's just
sell?
like-
And can we buy
They
it?"
just send
No, Mommy and
boxes
Daddy
of-
don't buy that stuff. Put it up, put it up, put it up.
Hide that.
Put that shit
It's
under
like,
the bed.
What is this?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, so no, I mean, I really don't care. I don't get my undies in a ruffle about a lot of stuff though. And some people do. A lot of people like to get their undies in a ruffle.
The Twitterverse does.
A lot of people like
They
to
can
get
all
their
go
undie
fuck
in a ruffle
themselves.
because they love drama and they would like to be able to produce that drama,
Absolutely.
to perpetuate it.
Absolutely. You want to know how to blow up a horse?
No?
You sure?
Does Hooter stand for chicken wings? For chicken wings? I don't know. What is Hooter? Hooter stands for boobs.
Yeah. God damn it. Who said that?
ALW just asked.
I think it's for
And Didi said his
boobs.
daughter loves Hooters because the ladies were so nice to her and she loves the wings. See, I
Craig
did like
has a good point.
Brazzers would be good. Who's that?
They're like the ultimate porn. They're like a porn site.
Oh, they're not toys. They're like just
No, they're like porn. They're like Pornhub. They're the company that produces the porn to put on Pornhub. You know what I mean? Like, what the?
so they're not a website where you can go and watch porn.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I've never
I
heard
don't
of
have a
Brazzers.
subscription to that. I think you need to.
Oh,
Actually,
you have to
I think
pay
that's
for
a
it.
paid
They're just
site,
so
yeah.
good. It has to pay.
Yeah.
No porn is good enough to pay
You're
for.
going
First,
down the.
first of all, no porn is good enough to pay for. Period.
Who needs that much porn?
No.
I told the porn
well,
story a long time ago. Maybe we'll.
You I
we'll
mean, I
revisit
feel like
that
some
one
people
later
need
on.
that much porn.
I don't know. Some people.
Jessica went to Hooters on her 18th birthday and they shook their boobies in her face. They gave her motorboats.
We went there when we were in Hollywood because we couldn't find
Anywhere else to eat at
because
such a. It was.
We were
late.
on whatever, right in front
The
of the
avenue, right in front of Jimmy Fuckhead.
Hollywood Boulevard or whatever, right in front of fucking the Fu Manchu.
Yeah, but what's the guy that we don't used to be on?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
He's
no,
still there.
we like Jimmy
It was
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
Kimmel's,
Kimmel's, right in front of his
right there.
studio.
It's right next door to his studio.
Whatever. What's that on Sunset? I don't remember.
Where's
But
your
anyway,
ever seen was in Honolulu. Call me
We went to
crazy.
the
I had
Hooters
high
there.
expectations for why. Me
nobody
too.
around.
These ladies smelled worse than they looked, and their attitudes were shit. Oh, that's horrible. It's because it's Hawaii. It's a
You're a
limited.
captive audience.
Yes, exactly.
Bro.
That's what I was trying to say.
Captive audience. Santa Monica, best Hooters. I can't remember the name of the one that it's literally across from Man's
Craig
Chinese,
says
Chinese
Brazzers
Theater.
Clips is all a man really needs.
Yeah. So I mean, come on. There's a Hooters everywhere, and everybody's got a story about fucking Hooters, right? So these kids are in goddamn London. Leave them alone.
Yes, just let them play ball.
We need to start it. Let them play ball. We need to start a
Let them play football.
GoFundMe and just send a shit ton of strippers to the actual field while they're playing. You're like, you really want to fuck around?
I think they would be counterintuitive.
Do you want to know how to explode a horse or?
Why would I want to?
Well, because a bizarre U.S. forestry guide was just resurfaced that details how to blow up a horse.
What was it? A forester guide?
A U.S. forestry guide.
Why would you need to blow up a horse?
I think because they die once in a while and you have to explode them.
Well, so that nature will eat it?
You want to hear about it real quick?
No.
Okay, we'll hold off on this one till Wednesday.
Gigi definitely doesn't want to hear about it.
Honestly, Gigi's the one that came to mind.
I knew it.
And I was like, oh, how did this come up? I'm sorry, Gigi. Gigi, I wasn't trying to be mean about it, but
such an a-hole.
Greg. Oh, Greg. Now I'm not gonna read it. I won't read it. I promise you.
Gigi said, "This is where I stopped listening."
But literally,
and get a drink.
there's like some old national forestry guide that tells you how to do it. So
wow, Craig only has 2 months left till the baby's here already,
dude.
Holy shit!
And oh my god, Amy's talking about how big that fucking kid is. Yeah, it's gonna. You remember the
choose your words carefully.
I am. You remember the alien scene where it's like, "Hello, my baby," but that was from like whatever
from Meatballs, Baseballs.
I think that's what's gonna happen with.
No, that doesn't happen.
She said it's like, what are they? The 99 percentile. Like they're over.
How big is the baby?
I think it's a grown man.
It's not a grown man, you a-hole.
Yeah, no, literally, I think it's.
Yeah, put my hair down and I'm hot again.
Craig said, "Nah, our damn kid is huge already." I'm fairly certain it's like 99 and 99 on the size and the weight of that baby.
Woo!
So,
Greg, she'll
Amy,
kick your ass. You better get her a good push present.
It's
you
5
better get her a
pounds,
good
8
push
ounces
present.
last Friday. And this is when it like, I think babies go through like their big growth
I thought you were going
spurts.
to tell me it was already like 8 pounds. I mean, I have friends that have 10-pound babies.
But it's also like 14 feet long.
I have no idea.
Just like a long rope kid at this point. Just
I mean,
spiraled up. It's gonna.
Okay,
it's gonna
Craig, do you
solidify.
know when your baby is 5 pounds now what their estimating birth weight will be?
32.
32 pounds.
Yeah, 32 pounds. 32 pounds.
The
2
woman's
ounces.
body is an amazing thing. It will handle it just fine.
Fuck all that.
It won't be like,
Ow.
what was the dragon show we're watching? Game of Thrones, something.
Fire and Ice.
No. Come on, you're the worst. We were watching.
Yeah,
It's called Dragon Empire or something.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, it's going to be at least 9 to 10 pounds.
Yeah.
How big are kids when they're normally bound? I don't know.
It depends. It depends on the parents though too. They're not short people. They're both very tall. They're both very statuesque. They're gonna have a decent sized baby because they aren't small people.
Yeah,
You and me, we would have like a 7-8 pound baby because we're little.
No, you'd have an 8-pound baby.
Yeah, true that.
Is it?
He was 10
House
pounds.
of the Dragon.
Craig was 10 pounds, 22 inches. That's a big baby.
I think that's a giant kid. He's a
House of the
giant
Dragon,
man.
yes.
Yeah, he's a giant man though.
And that's
also.
why your mom stopped at one, Craig.
Fucking right, dude. Yeah, like
not having another one.
what is it called?
Correct him. He damn near killed me.
I don't know. We're not going to get into this conversation. I was going to talk about something. We're not going to get into this.
Reclaiming recess.
Yeah, reclaim. We're not going to get into reclaiming your taint. That's what Amy's going to have to do.
No.
There's going to be a whole show about that.
I'm
Reclaiming your
gonna
taint.
have to teach you how to be an adult with manners. That's
What do you
sure.
fuck off? What do you mean?
So, did you guys have recess? I had recess. Did you have recess?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I had it like it was an actual period.
Yeah.
In elementary
We
school.
absolutely went outside. Yeah. Well, I mean, in elementary, and then high school, I just called it.
It was gym class.
Skipping school.
It was gym class. It wasn't recess, and it was gym class in high school.
Well,
Middle school and high school, it was called gym class, and you went and you did
played on the jungle gyms
to
and shit
come into America aerobics to come into America.
No.
Coming to what was his name?
Nobody did that.
Yeah.
Was that in the 70s?
No, yeah, I was in elementary school in the 70s, dude. I graduated in 88.
Be here now.
I do have people that know what I'm talking about, so fuck you very much.
I'm gonna have to bump up the age category for this podcast.
I need something to throw at you that I don't care about. I like my
shit.
Lego more than I like
we're in
you.
the AARP goddamn podcast.
You're never getting late again. So today, a lot of schools in the last decade don't have recess anymore.
They could cut costs by not doing it.
They said the average recess, if the school has recess, is 27 minutes. That's shit. That's enough time to walk from the classroom, grab the dodgeball, throw dodgeball for 5 minutes, and get back in the classroom.
I mean, it's been so long. I mean, I don't think I had it. Obviously, like junior high, I think we just had.
It's called gym class.
We had PE. Yeah.
PE.
Physical
Perfect.
education.
Thank you.
I think that was it. And then we had lunch, right? And you could go out, like if you finished lunch, you could go outside.
Right, yes. So that's why I was thinking you got two, but I think it's because if you finished your lunch, you got to go play.
Be outside or whatever.
So Georgia is the latest state to sign a law that makes recess a requirement in public schools.
It's good.
It joined 5 other states who already require scheduled playtime during school hours.
Yeah. Real quick kind of side note on that is we were talking to one of the kids next door, and she goes to school at what, like 8:30? Didn't get home till like 4:30.
No, they go from like 8:40 to like 4:30.
So they got to be there earlier than that. And I was like, "Fuck, that's like a full."
I mean, you got to be there by 8:15, 8:20.
Sophomore, freshman, or sophomore.
Yeah, but I used to have to be at school by 8, and we were out at 3:30.
We were there at 7:38, and we were.
I was in class for 7.5 hours.
Maybe it is. It just seemed like
it just seems like longer than that.
Yeah,
but we did it too.
Yeah.
So let's see. I just got a text. I don't know what it said. What do you remember most about recess? I remember playing fucking dodgeball and wall ball. And wall ball, you could only. That's how I got both these pinkies broken.
Dude, we did it. It's not. You're not allowed to say that anymore. But that was the name of the fucking.
But no, you didn't play that at school, did you? I played that in the neighborhood.
We played everything.
I remember dodgeball and I remember wall ball. And wall ball. I think I was like one of two girls that played wall ball.
Foursquare.
What's Foursquare?
Similar, like you're just bouncing the ball from there. People stand in four quadrants.
Stupid. I'm kidding.
Foursquare.
But in recent years, kids' free time has been getting cut short. Kids are not being kids in the classroom. We're expecting them to be robots. Sit down, copy, do what I say, blah, 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 blah. So they are saying that a study out of Harvard shows that children need at least 60 minutes of exercise a day to help maintain a healthy body weight, strengthen bones, and manage healthy blood sugars. Exercise not only helps does not only help physically, but can detect a child's mental health as well, or benefit a child's mental health as well.
Jess said her kid has recess, but they just hide because it's a bajillion degrees outside.
Right now, yeah.
No, I fucking don't. Yeah, nah. But I'm thinking back, like I lived in Oregon or New Hampshire or something. Or I'd go out to the smoking section if I was in high school.
Oh, it was Brian. He said, what did he say? He said,
why is he texting?
I was in a play in 4th grade about immigration. What do you say? Coming to America.
Does he not have the fucking...
Allison's watching it. He's probably watching it on her stuff.
Pull it up on your fucking phone, bro. Like pull it up and just turn off the volume.
Maybe you're not that important to him. I'm kidding. Anyway, so
he sent it to me too.
Yeah, he sent it to
I'm
group.
Just gonna block.
He sent it to our group. So apparently playtime is making its way back. Recess.
It absolutely should. Playtime is huge.
Well, it's good for your kid. And
I agree 100%. It's like creative and you funny. Fucking
America has some of the most unhealthiest children.
Yeah. Get them out
because
running
they don't play anymore. Yeah. I remember few things I remember from elementary school. So I said dodgeball, wall ball. Do you remember we played soccer, but like crab soccer?
Yeah.
Crab soccer. And then I heard you do that in a meeting, or I was in a meeting when I heard you do that earlier today. I was like, holy shit. Then remember the big parachute thing you used to play with?
Oh, yeah. You had like 700 kids.
You would have your whole class around it, but then you would put somebody in the middle and you could toss them up very lightly.
Yeah. I think somebody got thrown off.
People would also crawl. Like you would try to get people to run under it.
I think they stopped doing that.
And I just remember laughing the whole fucking time.
Right.
Like,
It was very, see, that's where it comes back to the light side of the shit, right? And
it was so much fun.
It was absolutely a fucking blast. And that's how kids should be raised right now. We don't need to fucking talk about all the other bullshit.
No.
They should just have fucking fun. It's school.
I also, granted, it wasn't a time of electronics, which is completely different, but
coming to America
today. So that song is so 70s.
What movie was that guy in last of these saying that song? There's a movie. I can't think of it.
Can't help you.
And it's where I think they abduct him. It's got Steve Zahn in it. Can't think of it. He's the one that was in the shark movie. Like,
I know who Steve Zahn is. He was also in Sahara, which was on TV the other day. But we didn't have electronics back then. But I remember getting home from school and going and playing
fucking nonstop. I get my homework
until
done.
the streetlights came on.
Get my homework done,
and I think the other day I was like, did I used to have homework? Because the kids don't bring homework anymore. They do it in school now. They get it all done in school.
Yeah, they little cut 10 minutes a day in their class. Get your homework done. Yep. No, it absolutely is hot as fuck in Phoenix. We lived there for 20.
Oh, it's hot.
Yeah.
And they don't let them outside in the summertime. Well, they don't let them outside.
In the gyms and stuff like that.
At the end of school year, they're playing inside. And that's what we had a huge gymnasium in my elementary school.
We did too in Phoenix.
Yeah. So when it rained, we would that's usually when we played crab soccer or the parachute things. Yeah. But the thing is 9 months out of the year in Phoenix, your kids can be outside.
Yeah.
Because it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just like living in a cold weather environment.
My kids have a lot of homework. Allison, your kids do?
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that the kids next door don't have a lot of homework. They just have time to do it, maybe, or they have, or I don't know. We don't know.
Neil Diamond. Thank you, ALW.
She said Neil Diamond.
I know. That's what I said. Thank you.
Coming to
I didn't
America.
see it.
Yeah. But what movie he was abducted in a movie?
I don't know because I don't watch stupid movies like you do.
Good.
Maybe it's 76 in Colorado. Oh, and it's dry there, so there's no humidity. It's probably so nice.
Have you guys gone out and signed up for the Castro Files yet? Please go out and sign up find the YouTube channel. It's the Castro Files.
Coming to America.
It is very PG, if you don't mind. It's something we're just starting to kick off. We're 2 episodes in, right?
Yeah.
We tell scary, creepy stories. So I'm gonna talk about doppelgangers tomorrow.
I don't know what I'm talking about yet.
And you're gonna tell some creepy.
I'm trying to find something. Yeah, I'm looking for something specific.
But it's fun. So and we're trying to keep it PG 13-ish.
Yeah.
So that you can throw it on the TV. That's why I throw them out.
DJ says I'm subscribed. Thank you, DJ.
Thank you, buddy. We try and throw those out to that channel so that if you have kids that want to follow it, they can. So
Allison Boo Bear says hi.
Alyssa Boo Bear, hi.
Alyssa, yes, thank you. I said
if you
Allison.
Want to follow it, check that out. Please do. I think it's a really cool.
It's fun
new thing for us. We're into it.
We're having fun.
We like doing that shit.
Really?
So, please do that if you don't mind. What do you want to talk about next?
How badly I have to pee? I like Allison's. We should all buy a property in a cooler region, split the cost, and then we all sign up for our own week to use it. It's like a timeshare. Where the fuck
is that?
It's in our chat. Wyoming. It makes me think of the Depeche Mode song every time. Okay, so
Brian's still texting us,
you
telling
want
me
to,
something's not irrelevant.
Want me to talk about the Artemis dummies? Or you want to wait on that?
Alyssa said that's our neighbor, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa.
Oh.
You need to log off because you're not old enough to listen to this shit.
Or your parents.
Do your parents know? It's all good.
Do you want me to talk about the Artemis dummies?
Yes, talk about the Artemis dummies. So you know how we talked about Cheese Moon last week? Like Artemis didn't fire off.
No, and they're going to try again tomorrow.
Okay.
Hold on. Where did it go? I'm pulling a Greg LaMontagne right now because it's disappeared.
It happens. But so anyway, they're going to try it. I think they have a pretty short window to try and launch again.
They do. They do. They have a 3-hour window, I believe. So you can, there we go.
So they have, it's like 3 hours, I think.
Well, right? A 3-hour window, I believe is what I read. So it will of course have an unconventional crew when it takes off.
You're not even going to the moon.
they're going. Okay,
They're
so
going
let me tell
past
you,
the moon.
they're going the furthest out that anyone's ever gone past the moon.
No, that's
yes,
not true.
Yes, it is true. I read it.
Nope, it's not true because what do you mean by anybody? You're talking about dummies that have ever gone past and turned around and come back? Is that
all I can tell you is that I read Orion will travel
by like
40,000 miles beyond the moon, breaking the record set by Apollo 13 to go further than any spacecraft intended to carry humans.
Intended to carry humans. Wah, wah.
When did you become such a negative Nelly?
Cynical. That's called cynical.
Negative Nelly.
Like, just throw a monkey on that bitch.
No monkeys, motherfucker. No,
put the little hamster
cruelty-free.
water feeder
Cruelty
up to
free.
it.
I'm going to put you on that.
Right? Drop a pellet every few hours. It can be like...
You're going to hell, just so you know.
And it can just
they don't make that noise, first of all.
What do they make? How do they sound?
Not like that.
Come on, how does a monkey sound?
Ooh.
Yeah, can you say it a little louder so I can record that shit?
No.
So, you know what I mean? Like...
Anyways, cállate.
We did... Fucking Russia did it back in the day. Why can't we?
Because Russia doesn't care about their people.
Just put Russia's flag on the side of the thing.
So one of the mannequins...
Russia sent it back. It's all propaganda anyway.
Greg.
The moon isn't real. Jeez.
Are you done?
I can be.
You're gonna be.
Okay, let's go.
So rather than astronauts, they will send up a mannequin named Commander Moonikin Campos. His name is Moonikin. Moonikin.
Was that crowdsourced?
It was a
It was.
But Moonikin Campos, along with two mannequin torsos called Helga and Zohair. The aim is to land the first woman and the first person of color on the moon by 2025, and then eventually get astronauts to Mars. So that's why they're putting these mannequins in there. Let's see. So it says Commander Moonikin is going to be wearing, this is kind of cool, a NASA electrical powered subsystem manager who aided. Okay, no, hold on. That's who it's named after. He was a
Is that how he can jerk off in space and it collects
the mannequin supporting the Orion crew survival system suit will collect data. So this suit is really cool. So the suit can sustain a crew member up to 6 days in the event of an in-space emergency, something that has never been attempted before.
The suit can?
The suit.
Okay, so what's gonna feed him, like
it
peanut
says
butter?
we can almost think of it as a personalized spacecraft. Secondary, but much more personalized spacecraft that protects the crew member, providing them pressure, oxygen, cooling, and other life-sustaining support. Kind of cool.
So 6 days, huh?
Yeah. You can live without water for 7 days.
No.
Yeah.
You can live without food.
I thought food was 2 weeks.
Yeah. Hey, there's some seer people on that listen to this show.
Anyways, this fucking suit can sustain him for 6
You've been
days.
in the military for a long time.
Can you just not rag on my story right now? Because it's about to come tenfold.
We need to test this with a monkey.
You're the fucking monkey. Get up there.
I'm telling you.
No.
Can we just? Why not?
Because America won't let that happen anymore. Animal cruelty is not cool.
Dude, you do.
Especially not in a in a public scene. I'm not saying they don't do it behind closed doors.
Just fucking send one up there.
No.
Don't tell anybody. Like this is right.
Don't tell anyone. You don't think it'll have any TV coverage?
You don't
think they'll be blowing their own horns?
Come on, man. Let's. If we're willing to stab like 7 billion people with a fucking arbitrary kind of thing, then why couldn't we do it to a monkey and just shoot him in the space?
Because we like monkeys better than we like humans that decide they want to get stabbed with a thing.
Nailed it. But
so here's the thing: the twin mannequins Helga and Zoar have a separate mission. The two torsos, so they're basically just torsos.
What if you found out that they weren't mannequins; they were actually monkeys?
And I'm done.
Go ahead.
Nope. Done.
Torso. Stop. Keep going. We're
You're
interested.
a pain in my ass tonight.
Keep going.
No.
Let's hear it.
All right. So what are we talking
about? Keep going.
Next?
Stop it. I'm interesting.
Moved on.
Stop being like that irritable bowel syndrome woman. Let's go. Come on. I want to hear the rest of it. Bring it back up.
Are you going to not say another word the whole time I'm talking?
I promise. Promise. Hashtag promise.
Hashtag gonna break that promise because you can't keep your mouth shut for 10 fucking minutes.
We just need to know about these torso monkeys. Go read.
The 2 torsos are going to be used for radiation treatment planning in the hospitals. So they're going to they're rigged with radiation meters,
like sensors.
So
is that actually going to help for like missions to Mars? Because
it's going to help for 2 things. It's going to help for I
actually read something about like if people,
radiation treatment and planning hospitals. Like it's going to what does radiation really do to a body?
Okay.
But it's also going to be because I guess there's a lot of radiation that happens while you're in space. Like how does it affect them when they're
that's
in
what,
there?
that's what I was thinking. It's like if you
go to
keep
Mars, your mouth shut for 30 seconds, just so you know.
And like they were saying it's like if we actually went to Mars, they're gonna have to have so much radiation, like
reflection
shit, because you're so much closer to the sun and everything else, and like there's not the same atmosphere. That's why we're protected here, right? Like you can get fucked up. You can
you can
from sitting
here.
In the sun.
You're as protected
as you could be for us.
It's called hold on, I'll tell you what it's called. UV index.
Yeah.
Some days it's good. Some days it's crap.
Rays.
Most lately in the summer, in the hot, lately it's been crap.
You know what we haven't done in like 2 minutes?
Shoot you in the face.
Had a sip. We're gonna wrap this shit up here in a second.
Oh, thank God, because you're annoying tonight. I love you.
Stop it. It's Labor Day weekend, honey. We've labored all year. All of these fine folks have labored.
You know what my labor is?
Labor of love.
Living with you.
The labor of love. We love you guys. So, what's your feel good tonight, honey? Kid flew around the world.
My kid feel good. A 16-year-old becomes the youngest to circumvent Earth in an airplane. So a 16-year-old British boy he just finished, actually, this is nearing, but it was a 5-month adventure to become the youngest person to fly around the world solo.
Awesome.
His name is Mark Rutherford, and he set off on his daredevil mission out of Sofia, Bulgaria. And he just recently landed. He would, if he accomplished it, he would clinch a Guinness World Record currently held by fellow Brit Travis Ludlow, who was 18 when he accomplished the mission.
Okay.
His sister, which is hilarious, is there Rutherford, and she became the youngest woman to fly around the world solo.
It's awesome.
Crazy thing is both their parents are pilots. So it's kind of like, and then I guess his parents were pilot, and then his mom's parents were pilots, and so it's in his blood.
Parents, does it say like specific specialty kinds of pilots?
Well, like he flew it in a small plane. Let's see, hold on.
Well, I'm saying like were the parents like
I didn't know. It just said they were pilots.
So I'm like, they're like Blue Angels, or you know what I mean, or whatever.
So over the 5 months, he headed from Bulgaria to Calgary or I don't know, in Sardinia. I don't even know where that's at.
Yeah.
Onto Africa, visiting the Congo, Madagascar,
but
and
nobody knows where that is.
Zimbabwe. Where's Mauritius?
No, I don't know.
And then he went to India, China, South Korea, and Japan. He did have some bad weather that he had to actually land in a what is it when it's a deserted airport?
Okay, yeah, just
and then had to go. Yeah, no, it was an airport, but it was no longer like it wasn't in the best shape. But he went and he found a little like trunk to shelter in.
Oh shit!
While the storm came over, so he said that was kind of scary.
He's gonna write a book. There's gonna be a book coming out about this kid.
He said he did it so that he could show that kids, you can do whatever you put your mind to. And
we talked about this earlier, right?
His plane was a high performance ultralight aircraft. Yeah. So it's super.
It's probably some homemade fucking kit that you can order on Amazon.
Cruising speed on
Amazon for $499.
Cruising speed reaches 300 kilometers an hour. I don't know how fast that is.
Like 360 miles an hour, something like that.
Yeah, and here's you want to see a picture? Here's a cute kid.
You got the clicker over there.
This is him when he landed.
Let's see it. Maybe it'll work better on yours. I don't know. We still got to work some of the kinks out.
That's him in his plane.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is a little
plane.
Yeah.
And then here, I won't play the video, but here's a picture with his family and his sister, his parents and his sister.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
His sister's done the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And what was really cool is like she would help him as he got to certain places because she had done it. She would be like, hey, you want to make sure you go this route, go through this area, go through that, so it'll be a more smooth.
She already had it down. That's awesome. So my feel good is literally I met a dude through a dude.
I met a dude.
So if you guys have watched any of the health and fitness ones, I've had Sammy Sandoval, one of my jiu-jitsu guys, on the show. He introduced me to this gentleman, Kevin the Maverick Green. He's a boxer. And I met him the other day, met him Thursday. Yeah, it was yesterday, right?
Wednesday.
Or Wednesday, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's gone through some incredible shit in his life. And that was my feel good number one, just to have a conversation with this guy, right? And I posted a picture of him out on my Instagram. You can go check it out. But I'm going to interview him tomorrow, and we'll post that out on Monday. But when you think about people that have had like a comeback story, this guy has. I've never met him. I know
and you talked about it a little bit on Wednesday too.
I know people have had come back, but it was the first time I actually had a chance to like meet him and have a conversation and talk about that shit. So
yeah,
that's coming up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's my feel good. Real quick entertainment. Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power is coming out.
We're gonna watch it.
We're gonna have to watch it Sunday. We'll have to catch up with you guys on that. And then aside from that, go hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. We'll have 2 shows coming out. We're gonna have Sunday after morning a show come out for the Castro Files, and then Monday we're gonna have a show come out. So aside from that, have a
busy.
Be safe.
I hope you guys get to enjoy some downtime.
Yeah,
sometime over the weekend.
Absolutely. Be careful. Do your shit. But be good. Treat each other well. That's what we try and talk about. That unless you're. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anything.
You're just.
I love you guys.
Today.
I love you. And I love you, and I love you, and I love you. I love all of you. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Bye, guys. Happy weekend. Love you guys.
Weekend.